ready.
What's going on, people? We are here with another reaction to House of the Dragon. I'm looking forward to it. I know you guys are looking forward to it as well. Thank you guys for all the likes, all the comments on the videos. We appreciate y'all. So without no further ado, as well, you know, let me acknowledge that Rachel is here as well. Okay, let's jump into the reaction. We'll see you guys right after for the review. Put on the sub titties. Yes, sir.
And you plead poverty. It is hollow stuff from the mouth of a Lannister. Very stables and sculleries are carved into a mountain of gold.
And we will need it before this war is done. Break the blockade and it will benefit you.
Do you think we lack for buyers for our tapestries and perfumes? We sell where we please, blockade or no.
It seems you need us more than we need you.
The stepstones. Give us the stepstones. Smattering of rocks. Hardly a sacrifice to the lords of Westeros.
He is on the council though, so.
Pirates, waylaid ships, taken slaves, cargo.
Give them to us outright if you prevail. And all that will cease. We will impose a simple tax on those passing through. Recoup the losses we took fighting the Velaryon hordes.
Extortion will drive up the price of basic goods.
It is better than starving.
A fleet of warships then. Sailing at your command, they would break the blockade and hold the passage.
Very well.
Give it to him.
Prince Regent may have me hanged for this.
Yeah,
How do we send
that's what I'm saying. That's
No,
not your
dear.
decision.
Prince Regent and sit the Iron Throne yourself.
What? See, this is the kind of stuff that get y'all dudes killed, man.
One more condition.
Of course there's.
Commander of our fleet must agree to go with you. Blowhard, the sailors are fiercely loyal to him. If he does not lead them, they will not fight.
Really, no.
Very well. Let us meet this commander then.
Is it a woman? Is that why everybody's worried? Or why I'm worried?
Aloha. This is Tyler Lannister of Casterly Rock.
I knew it.
Lord Tywin.
I could listen if that is a woman, ain't it? If that is a man, no, that is a woman, right, Rachel?
Looks like a woman.
What sort of man are you?
Yeah. And was a guy. What
beg
the
your pardon?
heck?
A poet? A philosopher?
I am the master of ships at King's Landing.
You're thin.
But also tall.
I will not sail with a man who cannot best me.
Oh, I'm sorry, dear.
At what?
Fighting?
Vagar.
Oh, damn. Did he go to Harrenhal? Is that Harrenhal?
He looks very determined.
A word, Your Grace. I must ask you, Your Grace, to steel yourself. We must leave King's Landing quickly, and we will not return for some time.
What?
The Pretender has found 3 new riders for her dragons.
That's impossible.
Your brother thought the same. He flew to challenge her and was rebuffed. Fled in terror, from what I hear.
He deserves no less.
Be that as it may, he has gone in fury to Sharp Point
Sharp point.
and laid waste to the whole of the town.
Damn, just... Okay, so
Oh, that's what that scene was.
She really did it then.
I fear so.
So what was the fucking point in all this then?
The gods are cruel, Your Grace, but I hope you can see the urgency.
No. I am the king. Why must I run?
Because the Prince Regent is going to kill you. You were in danger before, and now he is thwarted and he is angry. There is no telling what he will do, but we have an opportunity while he is
An
away.
opportunity to push him out, take me to my throne. And once he returns, I shall take him prisoner.
And what then? When Rhaenyra descends on you with her 7 dragons and you without Vagar, what then?
Good point.
I have, over the years, in anticipation of little bumps in the road, moved the greater part of Harrenhal's gold reserves to the Iron Bank in Bravos. We can live well and remain until what is coming has passed.
You want to take me to Essos to live with the goat fuckers?
It's best to live,
gosh.
I think. However you do it.
Is it? My dragon is dead. I am burnt.
Wait a second, Sunfire died?
And alone. And I'm a cripple.
I thought she was just injured.
You're not alone. Let your brother and the Pretender destroy themselves in blood and bitterness. When they are spent, we will return, and the people will rise up to meet us. They will be tired of endless deprivation
Medicine.
and fear. They will hail the returning king.
No, they're gonna say you ran away and left us to suffer. That's what...
Aegon the victorious.
Oh God.
Aegon the peacemaker.
Aegon the realm's delight.
Don't listen to Larys, man. That's stupidity in my opinion. And she really out here looking for this dragon, man. I hope you don't die as a result of it.
Yeah, I know.
What are you doing here? Move your feet from the table.
I'd rather not. Ulf.
It's not up to you, Ulf.
Who's it up to then, boy? He's the prince, Ulf. Prince Jacaerys
The
Velaryon.
disrespect already started.
Prince Jacaerys Velaryon. Right here. Who'd have thought it? He lives here.
I'll have an apology from you.
Oh, the young prince! Look at that hair.
This is exactly what Jace.
Dark as they...
This is exactly what he was afraid of. This is hilarious to me because it's like this is what he's afraid of. It's just like he's afraid of his status dropping down to just being a regular commoner. You know, because Rhaenyra is bringing in all these lowborn people to ride dragons. Now we're all buddy. That's your family, man.
Yeah.
That is your family, bro. I can't.
Cousin or your uncle.
You know what I mean?
Something.
Let them tell us we don't have Targaryen blood, eh?
My mother is the queen.
Dragon riders both. You and I. Cut from the same cloth.
Damn.
Sacred inheritance of which you know nothing.
Forgive him, my prince. He's not much used to the manners of court.
Or any manners at all, I'd say. Do you know what has happened this last hour? The so-called Prince Regent has burned Sharppoint down to its stone. Thousands of its folk, dead or lost, its harbour in ashes. Will you prepare to face such an enemy? Or will you stay here and make yourself easy? If you hinder our efforts through sloth or unreadiness, I will see you hanged and your body fed to the dogs in the street.
I meant no disrespect, my prince.
Hey, man. Yeah, I'm
I
saying.
don't like Jay. I don't like Jace.
Jace is out here. He's like, stay hard, man. Stay hard. Like, take it easy, bro.
New riders are a boon to us.
I know these are serious times, but dang.
You must strike quickly while the Prince Regent mulls his next action.
I had hoped my advantage may be in deterrence. Vhagar has ever been our foremost threat, and she is now overmatched.
Vhagar is not his only dragon.
The third brother is untested. He's never left Old Town. And his dragon is younger than Vermax.
But a dragon nonetheless. And you forget another.
Who are we forgetting?
Helaena.
Helaena?
She does not ride. She has no taste for it.
She may yet be compelled.
Oh, so Helaena does have a
When
dragon.
the Conqueror was king. She was formidable. Still, Helaena is no warrior.
Dreamfire should be big too. Because if Dreamfire was around since Aegon the Conqueror, that dragon has got to be huge as well.
Yeah. I said we'll see. Her and Vhagar.
We probably won't see that. Because I don't think Helaena is ever going to ride a dragon. That's what Rhaenyra is saying. It's just that she doesn't ride. She doesn't have a taste for it. I guess she has claimed the dragon, but she just doesn't ride. You know, Corlys is saying that she might be compelled because of the war, but I don't see that happening.
Aemond thought himself invincible. He has now discovered he is not. He'll be angry. He will not stop at burning Sharppoint, and he will not be denied.
You speak truly. I wish it was not so.
You are ready. You have 6 dragons under your banner. My ships sail at your command, and my men serve you. But the Lannisters are marching, and the High Towers from Old Town. You must crush this beast at its head, and before too many days have flown. There is, of course, another player that is yet to be revealed.
Another player. Oh yeah, Damon.
Oh, Your Grace, Sir Alfred Broom has come to see you.
I am sent as an emissary from the Queen.
You've arrived just in time to see my new army. What do you think of it?
Very large.
Lannister hesitates. I aim to march on King's Landing before he can catch me.
May I have a word in private, Your Grace?
Okay.
I was faithful to the king, your brother. I pledge my banners to Rhaenyra, his heir. I will never serve the usurpers or the whelps of Old Town. But there are battles to be fought.
And in times like this, while you have mustered an army, Rhaenyra has faltered, turning aside from our judgment and taking a course I myself deem reckless.
Rhaenyra will chart her own course, for good or ill.
But you are a leader of men. If you declare yourself, your lords will follow you.
I never took you for a turncloak, Sir Alfred.
Rhaenyra's intentions are good, but what we need in this moment is a king.
Hey, I agree. I agree with you. Not trying to be sexist or anything, but that doesn't mean that I want Daemon on the throne.
The Prince Regent, Your Grace.
Helaena, here you are, mother.
I was just going to bed.
The crown has need of your service.
Now.
The pretenders raise new riders against us, and we must answer in kind.
Okay.
I need you to fly with Triumphire to battle.
Aemond. I do not wish to fight.
Our wishes must take second place now to what is necessary to preserve the throne.
I won't burn anyone.
It isn't a question.
They have defiled our birthright, made commoners into dragon lords. It is a sin and must be punished.
Grab your
You see
sister
now
like
what is
that?
the
What's
consequence
wrong
of your
with you?
weakness. We are in peril today more than yesterday.
That moved you to burn the town of Sharppoint. Peril or basest fury at your own humiliation. You wish to rule the Seven Kingdoms, but you rain ruin and death upon its small folk when you've been insulted, because it makes you feel strong. And now you seek to corrupt your sister, of all our line the gentlest and most deserving of your protection.
Who will protect her if she cannot protect herself?
And who will she be if her mind is broken?
It is no longer our rule that is threatened. Very lives would you not have us prevail?
Not like this. Not like this.
Yeah, listen to your mama, boy. You out of line right now. I get it, man, but it's just, y'all packing up and leave ain't gonna solve the solution either.
I need passage in your discretion.
Equal rights, equal lefts.
Yeah, don't be caught off guard.
King's Landing has sent a most doughty ambassador.
I don't care, man. You on the battlefield, you getting punched in the mouth.
To the worth of the ambassador by agreeing to his
The teeth are all bloody anyways.
I
Looks
will
like
most
it already.
certainly consider it. After dinner.
Okay.
Have you ever eaten the flesh of your enemies?
No, and I don't want to.
I have not, and I would not.
Me neither.
So you reject the hospitality of my house.
So I guess they're cannibals in a way.
Are you talking about real food? Oh, you're fucking with me. Okay.
Okay. All right. I sure would hope so.
I will be pleased to sail
Like
at your
so.
side, and my
Okay.
captains with me.
There's more captains?
To the gullet on the morrow! And let the sea snake rue the day we meet again.
God, woman, can you be any more masculine? It's just...
The three of you are not of noble birth, but you have done a thing never dreamed of before now.
Oh, just shut up, bro. Man has no manners, man.
I have entrusted you with a power only few have known, and I charge you to take it up.
This man
with
is
humility.
licking his fingers,
Respect.
bruh.
Serve me well, and I will make you knights of the realm.
Yeah.
What do you think of that, boys? We'll be knights, just like that.
We will not fail you, my queen.
What must we do?
I had thought the mere fact of you might stay the enemy's hand, but Lord Corlys is right. We must strike while we have the advantage, and end this war. Learn your beasts and your commands. You will fly in 2 days' time. The strongholds of the usurper all must be subdued. Alone, without allies, he will have no choice but to surrender.
You wish for us to kill innocents?
And so many.
It is hard, but it cannot be helped.
We must break the will of our enemy, or more will die in a struggle that stretches on without end.
What about Vhagar?
She is fearsome, but she is one dragon. The Prince Regent cannot defend against all of us.
I'll take him on myself. Silver Wings a go as she is. We're afraid of nothing. Even if you are.
There will be time enough to see which one of us is a coward.
I said more of these little birds.
Jesus.
A knight will comport himself with grace at the Queen's table.
Best make me a knight then.
Yeah, this man has no respect, man.
You
And this
forget
is...
yourself.
See, this is what I'm saying, and this is the reason why. This is the reason why I say that Rhaenyra should have never been heir. She has... You're literally in a world, a universe, where they don't respect women. And then when they disrespect you, you say nothing and do nothing. You literally is sitting there, and just because you want dragon riders, you're gonna allow some, and you are supposed to be the queen, and you're gonna allow somebody, and you got your teenage son stepping up for you. Are you serious right now? If Rhaenyra doesn't do any, I'm completely lost the little respect that I have for her if she doesn't do anything in this scene, because I'm just like, this dude is being completely disrespectful. And even when you literally just told him, listen, we understand you don't know how to behave in these situations, but I'm telling you that you should behave, and you're still not taking heed. And then you're sitting down there staring at the dude. Do something, Rhaenyra. Rhaenyra does not command respect, and in this era, women didn't demand respect. I bet if it was the Daemon sitting in that chair, that dude would not be acting like that.
For sure.
It's just that I want her to be queen, but at the same time, it's just like, Stand up for yourself, man.
Yeah.
I don't get it, man. I really want her to be that dude. I really do. But when I see stuff like this, I'm just like, this is the reason, man. And then when push comes to shove, she go jump on her dragon. Because it's the only fallback she has.
Sense of humor do you all good.
Do something, Rhaenyra.
There is a message from Harrenhal, Your Grace.
Daemon?
The Castellan, Sir Simon Strong.
Okay.
Daemon has raised his army, but Sir Simon fears treachery.
Everybody knew there's treachery going
I will
on.
not allow it.
Yeah.
Adam, come with me.
Jace is gonna feel some sort of way about that.
Yeah.
Bro,
Tell by the look.
in a scene like that, somebody gotta lose a finger or something, man. You know what I'm saying? All them fingers you licking. I know you need them to ride the dragon, but boy, there's gotta be one you don't need. I'ma take it. And there's another thing too, is because people don't fear Rhaenyra. They don't fear her.
She's not the type to be on.
I'm not saying that people should or she should rule through fear, but there's no fear factor when it comes on to her.
When you came here, you were a closed fist.
Okay.
You wish to bend the world to your will, but you've discovered, I think, that this world will not be governed. There are omens here for those who seek them. You do not scoff.
I'm no longer inclined to.
I'm pleased to hear it.
What's going on, girl? You trying to get your cheeks clapped? What's going on?
Do you wish then
She might.
to learn what is given to you? All your life you have sought to command your own fate. Today you are ready.
Ready for what? Touch the tree? I think this is the same tree that Bran... I can't remember the name of it, but it's the same tree that be bleeding and stuff. I don't remember the name of it. Yeah.
Three-eyed raven. Oh dear.
Oh, damn, he saw Daenerys and her dragons? Bruh.
Wow.
If he sees all of this, maybe this will change his mind on what he should do.
It's all a story,
Okay.
and you're but one part in it. You know your part. You know what you must do.
So did Helaena see that at the same time?
Sister.
She's been having
We
visions,
share the
so...
same blood, you and I. I know you wish no harm to anyone, but in a time like this, when the good of the realm depends on us, our mother is not a dragon rider. She cannot understand that you and I have a truer call to heed. Come with me.
I wonder what her part actually is. I don't know.
We will lay waste to Daemon and his army.
We'll see.
Let her enemies see that we will answer outrage with outrage.
And if I refuse, will you burn me as you did Aegon?
Damn. She calling you out, bro.
That is a lie.
I saw it.
Yeah, she can see all that shit.
Yeah, you can't call her a liar.
And you let him fall.
What you say is treason.
Aegon
You
will
know
be
it ain't
taken.
true.
He will? Okay.
He's yet to see victory. He sits on a wooden throne, and you'll be dead.
Well, damn.
Oh my god.
You were swallowed up in the god's
Don't
eye.
tell me that.
And you were never seen again.
In the God's eye. It's a whole lot of prophecy stuff in this show.
It wouldn't change anything.
These are the parts of the series that I love. The prophecies, the mystery. That's what I like about it. Yo, she really came out here. And Adam. It's like they don't even know who she is. Damn, nobody kneeling?
Yeah, I think they're all loyal to Daemon, aren't they?
Yeah, they are, but it's like they know that Rhaenyra is the queen. At least pretend. At least pretend like you recognize her as queen, you know what I'm saying? I guess if he kneels here, everybody will recognize what's going on.
I wasn't expecting you.
It seems rather a lapse in foresight. I see you have done well here.
They are sworn to me, and not a moment too soon.
And to whom are you sworn?
She was gonna ask that.
Yeah, he's gonna kneel. He's gonna kneel. He sees the bigger picture.
He's thinking, yeah.
Oh god, winter is coming. Cannot withstand it.
The realm's only hope is a leader who can unite it, and my brother chose
You? I tell you that once he sees that, like he's not gonna go against that because too many things have been proven right since he's been here.
You are the true queen, Rhaenyra. First of her name, protector of the realm. I am meant to serve you, and all of these with me, until death or the end of our story.
Fred looked confused, like
he's just scared that he's going to die.
Yeah.
Aemond.
My queen.
For every one of us who falls, 100 of them, there will be no mercy. We fight for our queen.
Again.
You sent for me, Lord Hand.
Gulls are flying low today. The weather will change.
Not until late, I think, but already the storm sails.
We joined the blockade and are like to find ourselves in peril sooner than late. I wish to set out on good terms with my first mate.
Have I been remiss in my duties?
You've done what is asked of you, and more. But you are curt, silent, and the men find you distant. You cannot lead if you do not inspire.
I never asked to lead, as you well know.
You have been given a position to which all who serve here aspire.
Forgive me, my lord. I will endeavor to improve myself.
My man is like,
I'm trying to help you.
That ain't the point though, Corliss. Like, this is what I'm saying when people make crazy comments on the videos and saying why these things are happening or why we want it as an audience, because it's like Corliss himself doesn't get it. It's like, bro, you have two sons that you won't even acknowledge. It's just like, yes, you're giving me all of these, you know, quote unquote special treatment, right? You're doing all these things and I completely understand why you're doing it, and you probably even doing it out of guilt. Like with his situation, what I see is that it's not about all the accolades that you give me. I want you to be my father, you dumb nut.
I think Corliss, in the back of his mind, he's conflicted about whether to
he's trying to make
acknowledge them publicly or just
he doesn't want to acknowledge him publicly. He doesn't want to do it, as he would have done it a long time ago. He's trying to do all of these things on the side to let him know, yes, I'm your father and I see you coming up in the world. I see you doing these things. I acknowledge you in that way. For me, it's just like with Alan, I think he feels like he's getting the crumbs. It's just like, I don't care about all of that. I don't care about the accolades. I don't care about you making me first mate and all these little things. I want to be acknowledged by you, by everybody. You know, through everybody, not just the fact that I know and you know. I want more than that. For some reason, all the ladies in my house right now, because my girl has family here and they're making a lot of noise. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's a lot of noise outside the studio door right now. It's like Corliss doesn't get it. I'm hoping that he actually says something in this scene here to help us, the audience, to understand how he's feeling.
I want him to acknowledge his son.
Let me see if he'll clap back.
You want to help me?
All right, let's hear what he has to say.
Is this the help you offer after all these years? A reminder to be grateful.
I mean no offense. You may go.
Oh, now you want to turn your back, Corliss? When we trying to be real?
Corliss, man.
To grow up fatherless. Sneered upon us bastards. Never sure of the bread to feed us. Do you know what hunger does to a boy? What grief does? Or shame?
You are dismissed.
Oh, now you want to dismiss him.
In the market.
Oh, no, you going to get this work right now, Corliss.
My coppers to stave off the winter. I watched the man beside me walk past with his son and heir, fur around his shoulders, choosing sweetmeats to eat after supper by the fire. And now that boy is dead, and his sister before him, and the heir that took his place. And now you remember I live. Now you wish to suddenly to scatter the crumbs of your favor.
What did I just say? What did I just say? It's like he's getting the crumbs, like the leftovers. So it's just like, what, bro? See, this is the reason why I watch. This is the reason why I watch TV shows, man. Because I can call this shit from a mile away, and people trying to attack me in the comments and junk. Leave me alone.
You should have been a writer for movies.
Leave me alone, man. I do this. I do this shit, man.
I am an honorable man, and I will serve you because I must. But if it is all the same, I will decline any offers of help.
Because that's not what he wants.
If I survive this war, I will continue as I began. Alone.
Because it's like you coming around now trying to make up for all those years. It's just not gonna cut it. And by the way, I didn't grow up fatherless. For all of those out there who thinks that that's what it is, why I call that. My parents have been married for 50 years. Thank you.
Ooh, epic marriage. Is that the lost dragon?
I think so. I think she found him.
Begging your pardon, Your Grace.
Who is it?
I had to see you.
Alicent?
Uh-huh.
Who knows?
None save my protector. He laid down his sword at your gate. I've been, I think, mistaken.
In what?
I was raised to believe there was an order to things. That there was security in following the path laid out for us. I resented you, I think, for caring so little for any of it, for knowing what you wanted. I did not know what I wanted.
That's true.
I knew only what was expected of me.
Why have you come here?
Because I lost my way. Or rather, it was taken from me. All those I put my faith in, my husband, my father, my lover, my son.
Incorruptible queen. Sullies herself with a lover.
Do not judge me for what you yourself have done. Your father
Yeah.
died, I took part with a nun. I too have desires.
But you alone made virtue your banner.
And I clung to it, in defiance of you, I think, who so disdained it. I have been alone of late. Walked outside the walls of the city and I felt a weight lifted from me.
How lovely for you. Shall you cast your son down and rule alone?
No, I do not wish to rule, I wish to live. To be free of all this endless plotting and striving. The crown will pursue war and victory at any cost. But as for me, I would take my daughter and her child and leave it all behind.
It's too late. You said it yourself. Blood has been shed. Armies march, and you wish to wash your hands what you yourself set in motion.
Oh, the arrogance of blaming me, as if you would not have been challenged regardless.
Did not your hand bring it forth like a midwife?
I did only what I thought your father wanted.
Oh, go then. Leave us behind, as you say. Wander in the wilderness. What has it got to do with me? Did you come here thinking you would be absolved?
You never stopped loving your mother, you know. Aemond will soon
Like
fly
3
to
times.
Dracol in the Riverlands. When he's gone, Helaena as queen will be the crown's authority. If you come then to King's Landing, I will see to it that our guards throw down their arms. We will open the gates. We will shed no blood. You will enter as a conqueror. Already you have the stronger hand. Once you take the throne, this senseless war must end.
What of Aegon?
Aegon can't even piss properly.
Broken beyond recognition. He still heeds his mother. I believe I can prevail upon him to bend the knee if
No!
needed.
Still, you defend him. Still, you imagine you can have all you want without paying
Parents
too high a
do
price.
with their
A price
kids.
I have no choice
What I
but
want
to pay.
is to set things right.
If I am to take the throne, I must put an end to the opposition. I must take Aegon's head. And I have to do it for all to see. You know this. However you may try to evade it, you know this.
We'll see.
Choose.
It's a hard choice, but
Will you shrink from what you set out to do, or will you see it through and make your sacrifice?
was asking him to sacrifice one of
A son for
one
a
of her
son.
children. Alicent, at least you get to.
Oh, we had
choose.
already been through the son for a son.
Yeah, they didn't succeed. They
Yeah.
got a grandson, but you can see that Rhaenyra doesn't want to do it. But hey, hard choices.
You have much changed.
She looked like she was holding back tears too.
Please.
And what do I do with you now?
You let me go to do what I promised. And you fly to the Red Keep in 3 days' time and you take your throne. Or you take me for a liar. I have neither weapon nor armor. My life itself is forfeit. I cast myself on the mercy of a friend who once loved me.
History will paint you a villain. Cold queen, grasping for power and then defeated.
Let them think what they must. I am at last myself, with no ambition greater than to walk where I please and to breathe the open air, to die unremarked and unnoticed, and be free.
You speak as if from a distant dream.
Come with me.
My part is here, whether I will or no. It was decided for me long ago.
I don't think it's gonna be that easy though, but plan is a plan. Wow. The Starks. King of the North. We got the Lannisters. Okay. Of Casterly Rock.
What a nice look. I like that.
What in the CGI is going on here?
Ran up on it.
Try not to get eaten out here. They already left. See, I don't think Alicent knows that Aegon is left with Larys. I mean, if Rhaenyra pulls up and she can't kill Aegon, she's gonna be like, you liar. Review time. I guess we gotta do a season review too as well, because I'm telling the truth, I did not know obviously, that this
I
was the
didn't know
final
either.
episode of the season. I came in, I was like, oh yeah, we got 2 more episodes after this. I haven't said it in the intro that we got
Me
3
too.
more
I was
episodes left.
expecting 2 more
But
episodes, man.
yeah, because last season was 10 episodes, was it not?
Yeah, it was.
Last season was 10 episodes. So I didn't think they were gonna cut the season down. Cause yeah, season 1.
Did they
Yeah,
not
season
have
1
that
was 10
much
episodes.
oh,
Maybe
what-
they felt like this is a good place to stop it. I don't think it's a budget issue.
Yeah, the budget. I was thinking about the budget.
Yeah, I don't think it's a budget issue. So yeah. So yeah. Season review. I'm gonna go through Rachel first. You know, what are your thoughts on the season? If you want to elaborate a little bit more on the episode or what happened in the episode itself, and then you can, you know, talk about the season. You enjoyed it, you didn't enjoy it, whatever the situation is. Are you looking forward to season 3? It's all you.
I'm looking forward to season 3. I like this season and this episode. Good. Everybody played their parts well. I like the part where Corlys is confronted by his son Alan, and Alan tells him, like, gives him a real a scalding or whatever, how he had to grow up, watching his dad treat his legitimate son better than him. He needed to hear that. I think the Alicent and Rhaenyra meeting was good. I was afraid for Alicent though, because I didn't know if Rhaenyra would have her killed or something as she was walking out. Or...
Yeah, you were scared for Alicent. I wasn't, because
Yeah.
I think that even though it was completely 2 different situations, I think that because Alicent allowed her to get out of King's Landing when she came over there, I think she would do the same. Because regardless of how we may think of their relationship, or you know,
Yeah.
their relationship splits, we have to remember that they are, you know, they were childhood friends. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, we understand, you know, the juxtaposition that they were trying to pursue in this episode with letting Alicent come over to Dragonstone to meet with, you know, to tell her, it's like, listen, I'm letting all my guard down. I don't have nothing else. Like, not coming here with no bold face or anything. I just want out. Right? And we'll concede, right, to you in general. You know, if you fly over to King's Landing, because we, you know, in actualization with, you know, you having more dragons and all these different things, right? You have an army, you know, pull up at the gate 3 days from now and we'll concede to you, you know, and then, you know, we can bounce or whatever. But, you know, of course, Rhaenyra put the hard choice in front of her to let her know, listen, you're going to have to choose, you know, you're going to have to choose, you know, a son for a son. I lost a son, you need to lose a son too, right? I get it, but I think the fact that she lost a grandson, you know, some people might look at that and say that it's not enough because she actually lost, you know, a son, and it's just Alicent just losing a grandson. So it's like, I get if you want to dispute that, but I think, you know, regardless, there were, you know, I think that, in my opinion, I'm thinking about the reverse of, like, not necessarily putting a life for a life. Like, if it was real life, I would say, listen, it's a life for a life. That already happened. We're not doing this shit again. But in terms of the show and when you show value of what it is, I think that, you know, killing a child is, you know, as a result of revenge or whatever the situation is, even though the child was not supposed to die. That's not what Daemon wanted. At the end of the day, it did happen. And the child died, right? You know, at least you had, I don't know how old, what was his name again? I can never remember his name.
Jaehaerys.
Yes.
He was
Not
named
Jaehaerys.
after his grandfather.
Isn't that Jace?
No, Jace is Jaehaerys.
Jace is Jaehaerys. So what do you call the other one? The one that died?
The one that died was Jaehaerys.
Whatever. Or younger son.
Jaehaerys.
I don't know. Whatever. I'm not going to get caught up with the names. You
He
guys
was
know who I'm
named
talking about.
He was named after his grandfather, the one that.
Yes, don't care. I don't care who he
from
was.
the very
named.
first episode of season 1.
Yeah, don't care. The names, in my opinion, there's just too much Harris and Rhaenyra and Holly. It gets damn confusing, to be honest. But regardless of it all, you guys know who I'm talking about. I think that the baby is harder. You know, I don't want to see no child die, but at the same time, it's just like, I understand. I think it should have been because it caused equal pain there. Because even but I do understand where Rhaenyra is coming from. Overall, you know what I'm saying? I think it was I'm gonna give this season a solid 8 out of 10. And the reason why I'm giving this an 8 out of 10 is because it's not a lot that happened this season. Like, when you actually look at it, it's not a lot that happened. There was a lot of, I don't want to say unnecessary scenes, but there's a lot of stuff in the season that, don't get me wrong, there were episodes that was like hype, but I think they had more episodes that was very dialogue heavy. And this is just in hindsight, guys. I'm not saying that was a bad season, because you know some people's gonna be like, oh my god, it was a 10 out of 10, blah blah blah, whatever. That's just my score from what I come to expect of House of the Dragon or Game of Thrones, anything Game of Thrones, like due to the fact that it's a high budget show, due to the fact that it has excellent actors and actresses, like due to all of those factors, you know, I expected just a tad bit more, is all I'm saying. I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I came into this and be like, there's no way you're gonna, like, there's no way I was thinking that this is the final episode. I didn't come into it expecting episode 8 to be a final episode, because there's so much to do. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's so much expectancy that I expected. I expected to at least see one episode of the war. You know what I'm saying? But I understand why they're saving that for another season, and they're showing where we're at going into the next. And I understand why they did that. But it's just that, man, it would have been nice to see like a snippet of the first, you know, encounter or something. It would have been nice to see that. But as I said, my reviews, don't get your panties in a bunch. You people out there, don't get your panties in a bunch, because I'm saying it's an 8 out of 10. It's just my personal subjective review. Okay? I always got to tell people that, because they think you're trying to objectively view the show. You might have a different feeling about it. Maybe you enjoyed it and it's a 10 out of 10. Cool. That's good for you. For me, I felt like I wanted more. That's all I'm saying. I wanted more. I was expecting 2 more episodes for the season. Unfortunately, it's only 8 episodes for the season. And I felt like they could have done more. But let's talk about, I'm just saying my rating off the bat here. But for just overall for the season and what they was able to accomplish was very, very good. I like the fact that they wrapped up the whole storyline that was going on with Daemon, right? The whole situation with him having these hallucinations, you know, magic, you know, I'm glad that they, you know, actually bring that back around full circle. Because I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't too much invested in the in the entire storyline behind it, because it's just like, where is this going? That's what I was asking. Like, every time I see those scenes come on of him, you know, seeing Viserys or young Rhaenyra or whatever he be seeing, right? I'm like, where is this going? Where is this going to lead to? You get what I'm saying? Because is it just because he's in Harrenhal, Haunted Castle, and you have the witch around? Is that what it's all about? But they really brought it home in the final episode of the season to have him have that vision to set him straight, for him to understand that you're just a
I'm
part.
glad they did that.
Right. You're just a part of the puzzle here. You're not supposed to be king. Rhaenyra is supposed to be queen. If it plays out that way, you see that what, you know, in the future, what they're going to have to deal with. They saw, you know, they brought up the three-eyed raven. He saw Daenerys with her 3 dragons. He saw the White Knight. He saw a lot of things, and it brought it home, you know, when it needed to be brought home. I like that they did that. So that was good, because as I said,
Saw Daenerys with the dragon eggs.
Yes,
I like that part too.
Right. So Aemond's development throughout the season was really good as well. As I've stated throughout the entire season in my reviews, I don't think anybody that is fighting now deserves the throne. None of them. They're all unhinged as I don't even know what. And you can out there make the argument that Rhaenyra, you know, anybody can make the argument and say Rhaenyra is, you know, supposed to sit on the throne, but supposed to, you know, even in this episode, she, you know what I'm saying, I was wilding out about her because, you know, that is one of the reasons why I don't think she should be sitting on the throne. She's too soft.
No, that's why she didn't get at that guy for disrespecting her at the table.
And it's just like, listen, men know how to respect people without you having to tell them. You don't have to tell. If you demand respect, I'm not talking about like if you tell people to respect you. There's a certain thing that happens. I don't know if I can put a name on it, but when it comes on to if a man is in another man's presence, right, and it's like you just immediately know. It's like an instinct. You know that this guy is to be respected just by the way they carry themselves, whether it's by their title, whatever the situation is, but you're not going to act a fool. It's not just about this dude being ill-mannered, like he doesn't know how to behave. It's just like, I understand that Rhaenyra needs to tell him, it's just like, you don't behave like that when you're sitting at the queen's table. And he still had something else to say. I bet you if it was Daemon that said that to him, you don't behave like that in front of a king, because of course he's lowborn. He doesn't understand.
Up in his face,
right?
Threatening him and stuff.
Daemon would have. I feel like the type of person that Daemon is and what he's demonstrated himself to be. I think that he would have walked over to him, not necessarily kill him because he understands that he still needs him, right? But you're losing a finger, a toe, something. You get what I'm saying? You're losing a body part that you don't need to be used. Okay?
I do understand that he's lived out in the common, what do you call that part? Where all the peasants live and stuff.
Right.
I understand that he's lived out there and he's got to learn how to carry himself and have manners when he's living in the castle and sitting at the table with the noble people. He's got to learn how to act. He's lived out there too much. Too long.
Yeah, but it's just like, it's not even because of like Jace himself. Like that's what he's worried about. It's just that sometimes when people don't know how to act, I experience it in my own personal life practically all the time. You bring people places, they don't know how to act. They don't know. It's kind of like this. But the thing about it is this, right? They know how to act when they go interview for a job, though. They know exactly how to act. They know how to act when they get in front of that judge at court. So that's what I'm saying. When you know that you're in a place where that place desires respect, you will act right. You will act right. And that's why I'm saying she doesn't command that kind of respect. And it's very obvious. Every time something happens, somebody got to speak up for her. And I'm just like, Rhaenyra, the same energy that you give Alicent all the time, you should be giving everybody. You get what I'm saying? These councilmen, they don't respect you. Obviously, they respect Corlys more than they respect you. It's so obvious. And I'm not saying that it is right. I'm just saying these are the reasons why I wouldn't support Rhaenyra to be queen. Because she doesn't command that kind of respect, and that's just the world that she lives in. Whether you want to say that it's wrong or right, it's the world that she lives in. People don't respect women like that.
Yeah,
right?
She's not fearsome or anything.
Yes, you know what I mean. So it's just one of those things. Like, I don't want her to go out here, trying to lead with fear. I mean, even herself, she talks about it this season, where it's just like the respect for women is just not there. And that's why even in season 1, everybody was surprised that Viserys named her heir, because it's like, what are you trying to prove? I mean, at the time, he really didn't have a choice. You know what I'm saying? He really didn't have a choice. She was the only choice that he had. And because Daemon ran off and started acting dumb. And Daemon was never good for the throne. I will say this. Because we have to have somebody, Rhaenyra is the best choice. You get what I'm saying? Like, because we have to have somebody sit on the throne at this moment in time in the throne with everybody that can sit on the throne, Rhaenyra is the best choice because she is the least probably prone to war at this point. Aegon,
is Aemond too hostile for you?
Aemond is a child. I can't stand his attitude. He needs to go sit down somewhere. I'm
not talking about Aegon.
I said Aemond.
Aemond's a child. He needs to go sit down somewhere.
He is a child. He needs to go sit down somewhere. He's too arrogant and he's too
hostile for you.
Exactly. He's getting too big for his britches. You need to go sit down somewhere. And, you're killing your own siblings or trying to kill your own siblings and all these different things. Yeah. You're too arrogant. And
I don't want him to die, though.
Yes, you should.
No.
You should. As I said, I love Aemond for the badass character that he is. That part of him, I love. Because when he needs to show up...
I don't want him to die.
When he shows up... No, you don't want him to die because you're in love with him. That's a whole different story. It had nothing to do with what he's doing in the show. You just like him because that's your type of dude.
That's the other part of it too.
Yeah, no.
Be quiet.
It's just because he's your type. That's all that is. Right? So for him, Aemond is the type of person.
Stop it.
And the reason why I can't rock with him outside of the fact that it is just like when the moment calls for it, right? Aemond is the type of guy that you want at the table, but shouldn't be in charge. You want that guy. You want that guy when you need when you need somebody to be like, yo, go take care of that. He's gonna go take care of it, right?
Heck yeah.
That's what you need Aemond for. But you can't have somebody like that in charge because all he's about is rah rah rah. Just rah rah rah. He's just all about that. You need somebody a little bit more level-headed to sit on the throne that can actually look at two things and objectively choose the right thing and make good decisions. Aemond is the type of person he can plan well, but he's vicious. And he look at what he did in the final episode of the season. Like, unhand your sister, you idiot. Like, what are you doing? Like, I get it. Who the fuck cares about the realm if she doesn't want to ride on a dragon and go kill innocent people? Like, if she doesn't want to do that, you're gonna force her to do it because it's her quote unquote duty. Like,
yeah, I thought he loved her.
you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. You know, Aemond, very, very, he's a crazy person. Okay, but
He's scared too.
We love
He's
that.
Scared.
We love that craziness about him. You can't have somebody like that ruling. Just can't. So he's another person that says can't have him on the throne. Daemon is too erratic as well. He can't be on the throne, right? I mean, if anything, if Rhaenys was still alive, I would say Rhaenys was the best choice, right? So as I said, if we have to put somebody there, right now it would be Rhaenyra. That's not to say that I'm, like switching sides or anything like that. To the way how this season has transpired, there's really no reason for me to be like, oh, team green or team black. It's like I'm kind of stuck in the middle because I'm just like, none of y'all deserve to sit on the throne and none of y'all deserve to actually rule. I'm just keeping it a buck, but I know that somebody has to. So I don't know what's gonna happen in season 3. Of course, the war seems like the war is going to happen. It's not going to be some walk easy. I don't think that Alicent knows that Aegon left. She's going to find out, of course, that Aegon bounced on everything. So, and that's who she promised Rhaenyra. So Rhaenyra pulls up, no Aegon, the deal might be off, and she might just decide to take out the Greens. Who knows? But
yeah,
knowing what we know, if they do go in that direction of how Rhaenyra dies, right? I think we're in for a really good season 3 for them leading up to that, right? Yeah. I don't know if that's something that Daemon saw in the vision, if he saw how Rhaenyra died. I don't think there was any scenes like that. I didn't see anything like that. Maybe I can go back and slow it down to see what they showed. But I don't know if he saw Rhaenyra dying. I don't know also as well if they're going to not go with that narrative, because sometimes TV show adaptation from books, they tend to change things. If they want to go in a different direction, maybe Rhaenyra won't die. So we don't know if they're going to just stick to what happened in the books or they're going to change that. You know what I mean? So, yeah. In any case, great season, as I said. I wanted a little bit more, but unfortunately, this is where it ends. So, I guess in 2 years, we'll be right back here. God's willing, we'll be here to do season 3 as well. I enjoyed all the comments that came in on the videos. I appreciate y'all for actually interacting with the videos, like the videos, whatever the situation is. If you are one of those people that went over to Patreon and watched the full recording and everything without, no breaks, no blockage, no anything like that, and enjoyed it with us, I appreciate you as well. This was great. I enjoyed House of the Dragon season 2, man. Hopefully you guys did as well. I brought in somebody new to do it with me. I think she did pretty well, pretty good as well. So we'll be back. Let me know. You know what I'm saying? Show some love for Rachel in the comments whether you enjoyed it or not. Just show some love. Anyways, guys, I appreciate y'all, man. Yes. I will see you guys next time. In 2 years, I guess. In 2 years, if it comes back in 2 years, hopefully we'll be here to do that as well. I appreciate y'all. Leave a like, leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you have not. Let me know what you guys want to see next. Of course, if you want something, if there's a show that you want me and Rachel to react to, or whatever the situation is, you can leave it down in the comment section as well. Yeah. And with that said, we're out. Good night. And good luck.
Night.
We're out.